Today we're going to be talking about beliefs and how we can really identify the beliefs that are causing us suffering, how we can really shift that, and so to shift our reality. So I believe that belief is seen. What I believe to be true about myself is what I will really see a reflection of outside of me. I believe that the world is truly set up as a mirror, reality set up as a mirror to reflect the things that I believe to be true about myself. And so, in order for us to shift our belief, we need to understand where our beliefs truly come from. Now, we are not born believing something to be true about ourselves, about reality. We have either been conditioned to believe something about ourselves, or we have really derived a meaning out of a past experience. Something has happened to us, we've derived some sort of meaning out of that, and from that, we have started to believe something from that experience. Now, in order for us to really shift our beliefs, we have to understand that our beliefs create thoughts. Those thoughts create mind patterns. And then we have emotions and feelings and also action. So, in order for us to really shift our belief, we have to really look at our inner dialogue. Look at the thoughts that we are replaying in our mind, the stories that we are telling ourselves. You'll find that within your day we experience so many thoughts. There's so many thoughts that come in and out of our mind, and out of those thoughts, 80% of those thoughts are stories that we are telling ourselves. They are stories that we are playing on repeat. They become mind patterns. And so in order for us to really shift our reality, we have to shift these stories, and we have to also understand where they come from. Where do these stories come from? Why do I believe this to be true about a certain situation? Why do I believe this to be true about myself? What has happened to me in the past that I sort of derive this meaning out of it? And so, for example, let's just say we believe we're unworthy. Something that a lot of us really deal with is I'm unworthy wound, where we believe that I'm unworthy of love, or I'm unworthy of abundance. And so, in order for us to really look at how we can shift our belief, we have to look at what has happened to us in the past where we started to believe this to be true about ourselves. We started to sort of give it meaning, where we started to understand that I am not worthy of X, Y, and Z. And so that story is something that we have been replaying. Many of us have been replaying that story ever since childhood, meaning that it has really controlled our life unconsciously. We've been unconscious to that belief. We actually are unconscious to several of our beliefs, because they are in our subconscious mind. And so we play it out. We really play it out. We can see through our actions, but it's very hard for us to really understand where it comes from. And so, in order for us to really shift our belief, we have to shift the inner dialogue. We have to shift the story that we are telling ourselves and replace it with a different story. Because what has happened in the past can really taint what is happening in the present moment, because it is through these stories that we will sort of make decisions and take actions from. And so, in order for us to shift that story, we have to become mindful of the thought. What am I telling myself? What are the stories that I'm replaying in my mind? In order for us to shift our belief, we have to become mindful of our inner dialogue. We have to become mindful of the thoughts that we are thinking, the stories that we are telling ourselves. So I like to really spend like a day where I observe my mind, observe the story that I'm telling myself. So from that, I can really understand myself. I can understand that a lot of my thoughts are stories, and then I'm replaying them from the past. That they're coming from a history. They have a history, and so in order for me to really shift my thinking, in order for me to shift the story, I have to become mindful of what story I am telling myself. Why am I telling myself that I'm unworthy of love? Why am I telling myself that I'm unworthy of abundance? Where is this coming from? What belief do I hold within myself? Where's this belief coming from? What has happened to me in the past? And that's how you work with belief. And then you can let go of the old belief when you realize that it doesn't serve you any longer. Like, it's not happening in the present moment. So it doesn't really have any control over what is happening in the present moment, doesn't taint what is happening in the present moment. Because oftentimes how we truly will look at a present situation is through the lens of the past. It's through these stories, it's through the beliefs, it's through the conditioning, it's through some reference situation that has happened to us in the past. So in order for us to shift this dialogue, we have to become mindful that first of all, there is a dialogue, there is a story, and then also to let go of the old and sort of autocorrect it, replace it with a newer story, with a story that is much more in alignment with who we truly are in the present moment and what is truly happening in the present moment. So you'll find that when you shift it, you start to think, feel, and act, and all of that becomes in alignment with this belief. Not only that, but reality starts to mirror in and reflect this new belief about yourself. So that's how you truly shift reality, because now reality will reflect this new belief. It will reflect this new story that you are telling yourself, and it will become in alignment with this. In order for us to really shift our reality, we have to shift the story that we are telling ourselves. We have to tell ourselves better stories, adopt better beliefs, and so we'll see reality reflecting that back at us. Someone who believes that they are worthy versus someone who believes that they are unworthy will truly attract very different experiences into their life, because reality will mirror in that belief. Reality will provide certain experiences that could perpetuate that cycle of belief. So if I believe I'm unworthy, I'm more likely going to attract circumstances that really is in alignment with that belief. If I believe I am worthy, I'm going to attract circumstances that is in alignment with that belief. And so in order for us to experience something that is in much more of an alignment of who we truly are, we have to shift our belief to something that is much more true, telling ourselves a different story that is much more in alignment with who we are in the present moment, who we are being in the present moment, and therefore we'll get a reflection of that outwardly from our reality. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was of service to you in some way. I hope that it has helped you in some way. Thank you so much for receiving today. I will see you in the video soon. Bye for now.